Use the Sprite Editor, Unity documentation. When you have an image that is single character with different parts, such as a car with wheels, which each move independently, you can use the Sprite Editor to extract different parts from the image into separate sprites from the same texture. And we are gonna go to our software. I already have it here, but you can click into the Unity Hub. So if I click here, it's gonna open this software, and you can just pretty much new project. And yeah, you just click, and well, we're dealing with 2D, and from here you just create projects. So that's all that we have, and this is what we have here. So in the assets here, we see that we have in the packages, so we have the favorites, we have this folder named assets, so we have the scene here, and the packages we have 2D animations, we have the pixel perfect, we have the sprite. So let me see, as you can see, we have some sprites here, and yeah, this is pretty much it. Okay, so note, make sure the graphic you want to edit has its texture type set to 2D and UI. Okay, for more information you can check out in the setup sprite. So that's what we haven't seen this, but okay. So setup sprites are a type of 2D assets in Unity projects. You can sprite your project view, and if we go here into the hierarchy, you can click in the 2D, and you have sprites. So you have 9 slice, capsule, circle, hexagon flat top, hexagon pointed top, isometric diamond, square, and triangle. So let's check it out. Okay, so if we click here, if we unclick the 2D, this is the, well, let's click in the camera, but if we unclick the 2D, as you can see, this is how the camera would look in a 3D dimension. Okay, let's click it. Okay, so now we're gonna pick up the 2D, and we're gonna pick the sprites and then 9 slides. So we have this, and this is okay, so this is the camera, and this would be our 9 slides. So this is how it would be looking. And well, right now this is all that we have so far in our game. Okay, but it's in 2D. So let's go over this one real quick. Import your image. You can import sprites into your project through one of the following methods in your computer's file explorer. So if you have a Mac, you can use the Finder. Place your image directly into your Unity project's assets folder. Unity detects this and displays in the project view. And Unity, go to assets. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into assets. So here, so this is the assets, and we're gonna go import new asset from file explorer. So if you're using a Mac, we have that. So import new assets. So we have in assets, import new assets. Let me see, what is that? Assets, import new assets. So this would be the one. Right now we cannot view in the package, we cannot click it so far, but if we go into the assets folder that we have here, and we are already in it, so we have this one by default. So some example that they're providing us. Okay, now set your imported image as a sprite. If you set your project to 2D, Unity automatically sets the image you import as a sprite. Unity will also automatically create sprites based on the automatic slicing behavior in the Sprite Editor window. If you set your project to 3D instead, Unity imports your image as a texture. To change the assets texture type, you go into select the assets to access its import inspector, and then set the texture type to the sprite. So we have that, and then we have seen the sprite render. Yeah, we have seen the sprite render. Okay, and yeah, let's continue with the use of the sprite here. Okay, so make sure the graphic you want to edit has its texture type set to sprite 2D. Okay, so that's that. Okay, a sprite texture with multiple components need the sprite mode to be set to multiple in the inspector. Tile maps. Unity's Tilemap system stores and handles tile assets for creating 2D levels, which makes it easy to create and iterate level design cycles within Unity. The Tilemap system transfers the required information from the tiles placed on it to the other related components such as the Tilemap renderer and the tile collider 2D. So if you go into the Tilemaps Unity in Google, so this is some of the examples that you can see. And if we go into our software, we are dealing in 2D, so you need to go to the Unity hub. So in the software you just pick 2D and then create a project, and this is what you are gonna get. So right now I unclick it, so that is the reason we are seeing it in 3D, but okay. But if I unclick it, so right now we can see it in 2D. So we have the 9 slides, and in the hierarchy what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into 2D object, and now we're gonna have the tile map. So we have 5 options: hexagonal flat top, hexagonal pointed top, isometric Z as Y, and rectangular. So let's pick the first one. Okay, so this is what we are gonna have. This is our tile map, and let's pick the camera. Let's see. Okay, so this is how it's looking so far. Okay, let's go. Oops, let's keep it in 2D. So this is our tile map. Okay, now by default the tile map package isn't included in the Unity editor, so you must download the 2D Timelapse Editor package from the package manager. Okay, so let me see. In my case, in project we have favorites, we have assets, and we have the packages. So in the package, well, I have the 2D Tilemap Editor as well as the 2D Tilemap Extra. So as you can see, we have all the stuff, and everything is written in C#. As you can see, if we click it, mine is connected to Visual Studio Code, but that's what we have here. Object created. So we have some icons here, so these are the examples that are providing us, but let me see. Okay, so we have that, and let's just keep in 2D Tilemap Editor. So we have that. Okay, so when you create a tile map, the grid component is automatically parented to the tile map and acts as a guide when you lay out tiles onto the tile map. To create, change, unpick the tiles for painting onto tile map, use the tile palette. So menu, we will go to window 2D and tile palette. So again, we go to Windows 2D, what is 2D, and then we will go into the tile palette. So this is the tile palette. We have this kind of like GPS symbol. Select an area of the grid. So we also have this move selection with active brush. We have paint with active brush. We have paint a field box with active brush. We have all this stuff. We have no valid palette, and we have the flag field continuous only, and then the lag Z position. So we have that. Let me see. So, and its tools. For more information you can check out that, but we are gonna go to the next level, that is gonna be the Tilemap Component reference. Okay, so the Tilemap Component stores and manages tile assets for creating 2D levels. It transfers the required information from the tiles placed on it to other related components such as the Tilemap renderer and the Tilemap collider. Okay, so again we have the link for each of those. The 2D Tilemap Editor package, so they're talking about this one, the 2D okay, what is Tilemap Editor? Okay, so they're talking about this one, the 2D. Okay, the 2D Tilemap Editor package is automatically installed when you create a project with a 2D template. Okay, so that's what we did. And if you didn't do that, so again, just go to the Unity hub and just pick 2D core and then create a project. So as simple as that. Okay, so right now I have the have only the main camera, and well, we are still dealing with 2D, so we cannot appreciate it. But if we move it to 3D, you could appreciate here the 9 slides, for example. That is okay. And then we will have the grid, as you can see, and the camera is not focusing. Let me see, where is the camera pointing? Okay, so this, okay, well, this is 3D, but the blue arrow would be Z axis, the red would be X axis, and Y is the green axis. So if you go, it would be negative Y where the tile map is pretty much located. So, or no, negative C. That is the reason that we are not seeing it, or the camera is not focusing on it. Okay, but let me see, you can press Alt, and then you can move around here. So oops, let me see. Okay, so let's pick up the camera, and let's pick up the camera, and now I'm pressing Control. Okay, so no, I'm pressing Alt, and now I'm pretty much using my finger and my laptop, so I don't have a mouse, but the tile in this case would be pretty much on the, it'll be, let me see, we don't see it right now. Okay, so we cannot focus it on 2D. Okay, but you can play around, you can check. Well, this is 3D, but this is how it would look like. Okay, now we have the tile map. So the tile map pretty much is it'll be in the negative Z coordinate, so that's that. And let's keep here moving. Okay, so the 2D Tilemap Editor package, okay, that is installed. Okay, you can install the 2D Tile Editor directly from the Unity registry via the package manager. Okay, to create, edit, and pick the tiles for painting on the tile map, refer to the tile palette. We already see that. Okay, so it's window 2D tile palette documentation for more information on its features and tools. So again, you can go to the windows and you go to 2D and then tile map, and then you can play around here. You can make this one wider. Okay, so we have this, we have the tile map. Okay, so far let's close it, and yeah, let me check out, let me again Alt, and then okay, and again that's not appearing. Okay, so where is the camera? Okay, camera. Okay, but you can play around here just pressing the Alt, and then just, if you're using just your finger on the laptop, on the pad of the laptop, you can check out here and you can play around, move the position here. And again, just remember here, the blue, it will be the Z coordinate, the green would be the Y coordinate, and the red would be the X coordinate. So we have that so far. And then if you let me see, camera, if you click in camera and then you press F, well, that's gonna pretty much focus it. Okay, so let's move it back to the 2D. Okay, so let me see. So we have only the tile map. No, we have the 9 slides that is appearing here. Now let's go to the grid, and we are gonna have the tile map here. Okay, so now we have some Tilemap property window. So in the property, in the description, animation frame rate, set the frame rate at which the tile animations play. Increasing or decreasing this value changes the frame rate of the tile animations. For example, if set to 2, tile animations play at double the base frame rate. If set to 3, tile animations play at triple the base frame rate. The color, select a color to apply as a hint to the tiles on this tile map. Set to Y default color to have the Unity render the tiles without the tint. Then we have the tile anchor. Enter the amount in cells along with the x, y, z axis to offset tile anchor's positioning on the tile map. Now we have orientation. Select the orientation of tiles on the tile map. Each of the following options performs the same function by orienting the tiles along the selected plane. And the planes that we have is, as you can see here, let's keep it on 3D, and again I'm gonna press all, and then I'm gonna play with the cursor here. Oops, let me see. So yeah, oops, let me see, go for main camera, and yeah, we have it. We can just leave it like that, I guess. Let me see, like that. Yeah, that would be fine. So you can play around here, or you can mess around with this one. Here you can see, if I click here, it's moving in the C coordinate and the X coordinate. So okay, so right now it's in 3D, but you can leave it just in 2D. Okay, so we are gonna have the YZ coordinate unity orient tiles along the XY plane. Then we have the XZ unity orient tiles along the XZ plane. We have the YX, YZ, ZX, and ZY, and then the custom. Select this option to enable the custom orientation settings below. Then we have the offset. Set the position offset of the custom orientation. This option is only available when you set the tiles orientation to custom. Rotation. Set the rotation of the custom orientation. This option is only available when you set the tiles orientation to custom. Scale. Set the scale to the custom orientation. And then we have some info, and then tiles displays, the tiles assets present in the tile, and then finally the sprites. And this is all that we have for the Tilemap component reference.